Chuck Wagon, Charles Goodnight's legacy. From Texas Ranger to Trailblazer, the untold story of Charles "Chuck" Goodnight, inventor and pioneer. Discover the peaceful legacy of Charles "Chuck" Goodnight, the pioneering inventor behind the iconic Lonesome dove. Born in Goodnight's contributions to the cattle industry and his trailblazing inventions have left an indelible mark on American history. His dedication to the wild frontier and his relentless pursuit of innovation have shaped the landscape of the West in ways that are still felt today. As we delve into the untold story of Charles "Chuck" Goodnight, we uncover a man who defied expectations and redefined what it means to be a true pioneer. Join us as we explore the life and legacy of this extraordinary inventor, who not only made his mark in history but also paved the way for future generations. From his groundbreaking cattle drives to his transformative inventions, Charles "Chuck" Goodnight's impact continues to resonate throughout the American West. Don't miss this exclusive look at the remarkable life of a true pioneer and the legacy he left behind. From captivity to compassion, the return of Cynthia and Parker. Step into the peace of the American West and witness the incredible journey of Cynthia and Parker, as she transitions from captivity to compassion in the gripping narrative of her life. Lonesome Dove, the symbol of her isolation and yearning for her Comanche family, becomes the backdrop for her tragic return to civilization. Her story of twice being abducted and her transformation into her adopted tribe is a testament to the human spirit and the enduring power of compassion for a people she grew to love. After being taken captive by Comanche Indians and integrated into their society, Cynthia and Parker's return to her biological family spared a feeling of depression after being extracted from her only family she knew for over 20 years. A new chapter in her life left her feeling abducted a second time. Her experiences and struggles shed light on the cultural tensions and complexities of the American frontier. Cynthia refused to eat, and the depression of being separated from her Comanche family too much for her to bear. As the American West undergoes rapid change, Cynthia's journey intertwines with the rise of cattle drives and the evolving landscape of the frontier. Her story is a poignant reminder of human tragedy caused over feuding parties. Riding the trails of change, the Chuck Wagon Revolution. Step back in time and experience the peace and tranquility of the Lonesome Dove as you embark on a journey through the invention of the Chuck Wagon, a predecessor to the modern food vending truck. His Lonesome Dove Ranch, located in Florence, Colorado. This immersive experience will transport you to the era of cattle drives along the Rocky Mountain Front Range, to the Texas Panhandle and the pioneers who helped shape the American West. As you ride the trails, you'll gain a deep understanding of the impact of the Chuck Wagon on the cowboys who relied on it for sustenance and comfort during long journeys. This revolution not only transformed the way meals were prepared and served during cattle drives, but also brought a sense of community and camaraderie to the rugged frontier lifestyle. By participating in this unique adventure, you'll not only gain insight into the historical significance of the Chuck Wagon, but also forge a deeper connection with the spirit of the American West. Don't miss this opportunity to immerse yourself in the sights, sounds, and flavors of a bygone era, and discover how the Chuck Wagon Revolution forever changed the way we think about food, community, and the open trail. Brokering peace, the Cattle-Comanche Alliance. When we think of the Wild West, images of lawlessness, shootouts, and standoff come to mind. However, there was a little-known story of peace and cooperation that played out on the American frontier during the late 19th century. This is the tale of the Cattle-Comanche Alliance, a unique and unlikely partnership that brought a period of peace and prosperity to the region. The frontier was a lonesome place, where settlers and Native American tribes often clashed over land and resources. But in the midst of this turmoil, something remarkable happened. Through a series of negotiations and agreements, a peaceful coexistence was forged between the cattle ranchers and the Comanche people. This alliance brought an end to the violent conflicts that had been ravaging the land, and ushered in a new era of stability and cooperation. One of the key factors in brokering this peace was the successful implementation of cattle drives, which allowed the ranchers to transport their livestock across the plains without encroaching on the Comanche territory. This innovative solution created a win-win situation for both parties, as it provided the ranchers with a profitable avenue for trade, while also respecting the traditional hunting grounds of the Comanche people. The impact of this alliance reverberated throughout the Wild West, as other tribes and settlers looked to the Cattle-Comanche alliance as a model for peaceful cohabitation. The legacy of this era of peace lives on in the history books and popular culture, most notably in the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel Lonesome by Larry McMurtry, which was inspired by the real-life events of the time. Today, the spirit of cooperation and diplomacy that defined the Cattle-Comanche alliance serves as a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when even the most unlikely of allies come together in the pursuit of a peaceful future. As we reflect on this forgotten chapter of American history, let us draw inspiration from the remarkable individuals who were able to bridge the gap between cultures and forge a lasting peace in the untamed frontier of Florence, Colorado. The lasting impact. How Goodnight shaped the American West. Goodnight's influence on the American West is undeniable, shaping the region into what it is today. His legacy can be seen in the peaceful landscapes reminiscent of the Lonesome Dove, where cattle drives once roamed freely. The impact of Goodnight's contributions can still be felt in places like Florence, Colorado, where his influence helped shape the town into what it is today. The lasting impact of his work can be seen in the way the American West embraces its history and traditions, which were shaped by Goodnight's vision of a peaceful and thriving landscape driven by the cattle industry. Goodnight's imprint on the American West has stood the test of time, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape the region in profound ways. From cattle drives to peaceful vistas, his influence can still be felt in every corner of the American West.